Pop that over. Hello, everyone. I'm Steve Crucell. I go by Sven on Twitch and everywhere else on the internet. I'll be running everybody through our public meeting this month. So, yeah, okay. This sounds like I'm coming through okay on Twitch there. Let me just check the YouTube chat real quick. Yeah, it's looking good. Okay, back to Discord. That's all running okay. Let me get my notes. I had notes. There they are. Okay. So, we always start our meetings off with our vision and mission statements. So, our vision statement is together we save kids' lives through rallying and connecting local gaming communities in support of Children's Miracle Network hospitals. Our mission statement is we increase funds and awareness for our local hospital, Children's Hospital Los Angeles. How do we do this? We do this by hosting fundraising events, hosting recruitment events, and we host social events. The fundraising events are usually live streamed marathon style or relay events. We just had our biggest one of the year in November, at the start of November. We'll be talking about that a little bit later on. We also, the recruitment events, we used to primarily do conventions and other trade shows locally here in Los Angeles. But over the past year, we've had less success getting access to those events, so we're working on pivoting into all kinds of different events. So we'll be talking about that more later on in the meeting also. And social events, usually those are both in person or online style events. I gotta turn a light on here 1 second, folks. There, that's better. Alright, so some statistics on our fundraising so far this year. I just put my mic. We've raised about $8.2 million across the nation for Children's Miracle Network. It's probably gone up a little bit since the last time we got figures on that. But that was the last update that I was able to find was $8.2 million, which is a pretty good year. It'll probably keep going up as we get closer to the holidays. A lot of folks like to do their Extra Life fundraising during their holiday break, which usually happens around Thanksgiving or Christmas. Here in Los Angeles, we've raised $180,000 for Children's Hospital Los Angeles. And there are about 240 people registered to raise funds. There's still quite a few folks who haven't gone yet, who haven't raised any money yet or done their marathons yet. So the 180,000 number will probably go up before the end of the year a bit more. And our little team of the Extra Life Guild fundraisers, the folks who've officially joined the donor drive fundraising team that we have, has raised $9,059. There's 13 folks on that team. Our goal this year is 10,000. So I know there's a few people on the team who have not done their relays yet. So I'm pretty confident that we'll actually get there this year. We are doing makeup days in December. We're going to talk about that a little bit later also. Let me just check chats real quick. Make sure nobody's... Oops. Nothing there. I've got a... Yeah, we are so close to 10K. It is great to see that. Okay. Yeah, when I do these meetings, I have a lot going on my second screen because that's where my notes are, but that's also where the Discord is and all of the chats and stuff. So I have to take breaks to catch up on everything. So guild activities. So recent events. We were at Woodland Hills Farmers Market. That's going to be turning into one of our regular events, it seems like. I'm not sure. We don't have a date on the next one, I think. But we will... we'll be updating folks in the Discord if you'd like to go help out with that that event. It usually raises a bit of money, and it's also good for networking. This is one of those new opportunities I was talking about where we're shifting away from sort of video game or nerd culture focused events and doing more, so broader appeal, wider events that are more open to the public, that are a little bit easier to get into for us, and that's one of those. So keep an eye out for that one. And if you're in the Discord and you're conveniently located near Woodland Hills and would like to help out. Oh yeah, if you know any events like this, like your local farmers market is, open to stalls that aren't, just selling farm goods or produce. If like they'll allow stalls that do different types of stuff, let us know. We might have folks located nearby who can help out, who can go out to that one. Or if you have like a local trivia night at a bar that you like, or there's a bridge club nearby or something. The next event in this series will be the Valley Culture Foundation Holiday Market in Woodland Hills on December 2nd. We just got the approval this week, so that's why it's not up in the sheets yet. So yeah, if you know of events like that, if you have an idea for an event nearby where you are, that you'd be willing to help, spread the word about Extra Life at, definitely let us know. Not a huge rush on any of this stuff. A lot of this can probably wait until January or late December. We're a little bit more focused on doing our streams and getting fundraising in right now. But if you have an idea for an event in the future, definitely let us know. So that's Woodland Hills Farmers Market. Game day, November 4th and 5th. On the actual game day itself, we raised about $60,000 for CHLA and about $2.3 million for CMN hospitals all across the United States. Additionally, right after game day, Rooster Teeth and Funhouse, which are pretty big YouTube and Twitch channels, respectively under the same sort of Rooster Teeth umbrella, they went, and this year they also raised money for CHLA in addition to Austin Children's Hospital, and I think there was a couple other hospitals on their list too, and they raised another like 40 or 50,000. So you put those two together, and that's what got us to 180K this year. So it was a really good week for fundraising for us, and thanks to Funhouse and Rooster Teeth for a really strong effort again, like they do every year. Always good to have new folks raising money for CHLA, and also nice to see folks spreading out their impact in thoughtful ways. Because some folks decide to just raise money for the CMN fund, the general fund, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's the money all goes to help kids, but also it's nice for people to be thoughtful and think about their local communities, and if they have staff in multiple areas, to think about letting folks raise money for their local communities. I think that's about it on game day. Upcoming events, December 16th and 17th, we're going to do some makeup days. So these are for folks who were unavailable, couldn't stream on official game day this year. Obviously, you can do makeup streams whenever you want, whenever it's convenient for you. But the 16th and 17th is when folks on the advisory board are marking out time on our calendars to help out with social media stuff, or if you need last minute streaming help or anything like that. We'll be around on the 16th and 17th. But we're not doing anything fancy. We're not doing an official schedule. We're not trying to set up a raid relay and make everybody stream at in sequence so that everything lines up just so. It's more like if you want a little extra help with your stream and you couldn't stream on November 5th, 4th, and 5th, we're going to be around on the 16th and 17th to help out. Much more vague. Sometime in January 2024, we're going to have a kickoff event. Right now, we're going back and forth on some plans about whether we want to do specific things for January kickoff or if we want to hold stuff back for Make March Matter. For folks who haven't been around, the Los Angeles Extra Life sort of scene, sort of uh, rhythm. The way we kind of go is the hospital, CHLA, does a big event in March called Make March Matter every year, which is their event to sort of coax folks into donating outside of the traditional holiday window. Um, so we like to help out with that effort. So we do a few events in March every year. And right now we're trying to decide if we want to hold stuff back for that or do it earlier in the year for our January kickoff, because we traditionally start in January just because it's a good reminder to get everybody to set up their accounts and get everything, rolling early. But also, in the past, some of those convention events I was talking about, those took place in as early as February. So we kind of needed to have an early kickoff, because we would need volunteers for those events. That's probably not going to happen again in 2024. But we're in the habit of kicking off in January, so we will do an event to kick off in January. We just don't have a date yet. Keep an eye on the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, there's links to it in the About section on the Twitch page, and there'll be a link tree later that you can go to. It'll have links to the Discord in there. If you're on YouTube. Let's see. Some more upcoming events. These are repeating events. So in 2024, I will start up hospital tours again. We're still not. Visitors are still not allowed above the first floor, so on any of the patient levels. But there's neat stuff to look at and to visit on the first floor of the hospital still. So our CHLA, our Children's Hospital Los Angeles program director Michael is going to do tours once a month. So we don't know dates yet, of course, but as I said, it's a limited tour. It's not the same tour that we used to have pre-COVID, but it's nice to be able to do those again. Another repeating event is Music Fridays. Just if you're in the Discord, every Friday we encourage folks to post something they've been listening to, a favorite track or whatever. In the random channel on the Discord, you'll see we make threads. It's easy to find. And we also are doing fashion shows. Our next one is going to be on December 2nd. These are virtual video game fashion shows. So if you keep your fashion up in Destiny or Sims or whatever, or Souls games. I know fashion is really popular in Souls games or whatever, any game really. We've had folks do their Link looks from Tears of the Kingdom is the new one, right? Yeah. So we do one of those every month, and everybody who submits a look gets the Trendsetter role in Discord, and they get a gold name, and it's a fun little event. I'm gonna go ahead next slide here. I'm gonna move on to our open forum. Does anybody have any questions, comments, or concerns? Did I miss or forget anything? Giving Tuesday. Giving Tuesday is November 28th. You don't necessarily need to do a full, stream on the 28th, but it's a good thing to mark on your calendar now. Obviously, everything's going to be flooded with lots of posts about Giving Tuesday, but folks who know you and know you do Extra Life every year, Giving Tuesday is a great reminder because they're already in the mindset to make a donation to something. So if they see your post, it's always good to remind folks. So again, that date is November 28th, and obviously it's a Tuesday because it's Giving Tuesday. Make sure you mark your calendars. That is Twitch chat. Let me check the YouTube chat. Yes. Tumbleweeds in the YouTube chat, which is normal. We're new to YouTube. We're fairly new to YouTube. So Nobody chatting in the Discord chat. Give it one more. Well, a couple more minutes. Sometimes people have doorknob questions also. When I get to the next slide, we'll see if we have any of those. Da, da, da. Well, looks like we're good. All right, you can find all our social links at the link tree that's there. I will also. Oh boy. I will also post it in chat. There's our link tree. You can find all of our ats on all the platforms now. Yeah, we're on everything. Our main platform used to be Twitter. We're kind of moving away from that. It's mostly Instagram these days. But we're on everything. There is a clips channel in the Discord. That those end up on TikTok eventually. We're kind of slowly but surely getting a TikTok going, and also some of them will end up on Reels on Instagram. Yeah, we're also on Blue Sky now. I think we haven't really posted much there. We're still kind of sussing things out. It seems like Twitter's getting really bad, which is unfortunate for us because it was a helpful platform for a while. We're not really sure which one's going to be our main platform yet. Instagram seems okay for us, so if you're on Instagram, definitely follow us there. But really, our main platform is Discord. When it all comes down to it, that's where we talk to each other the most. So if you only do one thing on the social media front for Extra Life LA, do the Discord, because that's where you find almost everything we post ends up there. Well, that's about it. Just gonna check for any last minute questions here. Yeah, nice quiet November meeting. Yeah, usually folks just pop in for the stats and then leave. Anyway, thanks everybody for joining us. Have a great day. I will catch you all. Well, I'll probably talk to a few of you on Makeup Day, but most of you I'm probably not going to hear from till kickoff. But I'll see you later. Bye, everybody.